Is Florida a good place to live? That's right, today we are in Florida and we are going to go over some reasons why we think it is a great place to live and some reasons why we think some people may consider it's not a great place to live, but we're gonna let you decide.
So if you don't know who we are, my name is Chris Shores, this is Tim Loomis. We are the owners of White Whale Real Estate. We are located in sunny New Smyrna Beach, Florida on the East Coast, about 20 minutes south of Daytona, 4 hours north of Miami, and about an hour east of Orlando or Disney World. So if you're looking to stay local and all things real estate, fun, eating, dining, and local in the New Smyrna Beach area, please remember to like, subscribe, and follow. And more importantly, if you're trying to make it to the area, click the link in the description and we'd be happy to have a free consultation with you to help you make it over our way.
It is a beautiful day. All right, so since it's such a beautiful day outside today, I'm gonna start off with the pros and the good reasons why to move to Florida and why this is a great place to live. Number one, just like I said it, the weather. Today, it is actually starting to feel like fall. It is probably 77 and 3/4 degrees outside and the breeze is kicking. So weather is just phenomenal year round. You can go to the beach. It gets a little hot in the summer, but we all get over it. Drink some water, go to the beach, jump in the pool, whatever it takes. Second reason why it's a positive place to live and a great place to move to is because of the beaches. Like I mentioned, there are so many miles of beaches. You have drive beaches, no drive beaches, nude beaches, if you like that kind of thing. Really just a great, fun, recreational thing to do with the family. Doesn't cost a lot of money. You can go surf and do some fishing out there. Bring your canoe, or not your canoe, but your kayak if it's a calmer day out in the waters. Third reason why it is a great place to live is because there's no state income tax. So everyone up there in New York and those other northern states that are always complaining that the government takes too much of their money, they don't take as much of it here in Florida, so that's a positive thing. You do pay some extra taxes when you buy property, but it's well worth it and it's still a cheaper place to live. And then the fourth reason why this is a great place is because it's diverse. There are so many different cultures and communities and amounts of different sorts of people that move to the state of Florida. It's really just extremely diverse. So that's the fourth great reason to be living in Florida.
All right, so more pros for you here in America's melting pot, AKA Florida. We do have a thriving economy at Florida as a whole. We have lots of business industry coming in here, lots of tourism. And a fun fact I learned from a senator in Florida recently is that Florida's primary business driver is the military. We have 21 military bases in the state of Florida, and it's a big economic driver for us as a state overall as a whole. So that's gonna be the one really big pro there is we just have a thriving economy in Florida. Number two is Florida is very friendly to business startups. We got like the mermaid hair and don't care, and it's Wild West out here right now. And so number two, wow, this hair is not conducive with the wind. So number two is startups. So Florida is extremely, can I borrow your glasses real quick? Florida is kind of work. Florida is extremely friendly to business startups. So that's going to be with tax incentives and helping out with getting more economic plans developed for the business, land structure and development as well. Where our area, we are in Volusia County, which is strategically located to 95, I-4, and we're about 45 minutes north of the Cape. So we have a lot of new technologies that are coming in here, which is offering more higher paying jobs. And we're really trying to form a strong coalition in our area with enticing other businesses to come in. So Florida is very friendly on that. And again, like Tim mentioned earlier, no state income tax, which helps with the higher paying job. And number three, sticking with that same theme, on the retirement side though, Florida is a worldwide destination for retirement. It is a thriving retirement community. There's activities for days to do. Whether you're in the greater New Smyrna Beach area, you go to Orlando, you go to the villages, or west coast of Florida as well. There's always something to do, lots of arts, events all the time, and lots of 55+ retirement communities. One of the newest ones that has hit our area is going to be in Daytona Beach, which is the Jimmy Buffett inspired Margaritaville. So if you want any information on those homes or how to get into that neighborhood, that's an inclusive neighborhood. It's got lots of fun activities. They've got pool parties and movie theaters and wood workshops and all the things you could ever imagine that you never have to leave if you don't want to. That is in Daytona Beach, so let us know what we can do to help out. And those are some more pros for you.
All right, so segment number 3, I've got 2 more pros for you guys. Number 1 is the education system. Yes, despite what many of you may believe, Florida does have schools. We are educated down here. So we have plenty of A-rated elementary, middle, and high schools, learning facilities where your kids can go to school. On top of that, we have plenty of highly ranked public colleges, plenty of great other colleges that you can get into that are more private, and lots of opportunities to learn. So that's one other great thing about living in Florida. Second thing is healthcare system. There's tons of highly ranked hospitals and specialized care providers so that you can meet with the doctor about whatever it is that you're going through. There's plenty of facilities. There's a huge company, I'm sure you've heard of them, Advent Health, which has been taking over many smaller hospitals in the past, however many years that's been going on, but they really do have nice facilities. There's one less than a mile away from where I'm standing right now. So that's another great thing about Florida and our city in general, is that you have plenty of these facilities and schools where your family can go to.
So Tim and I are really feeling generous today with all the pros. We've got the 4th segment of more pros to give you. We truly are Florida boys, so we do love our home state, Florida. So here's 2 more for you. Wildlife, we have an extremely diverse wildlife culture in Florida overall as a whole. Especially in New Smyrna Beach, we have the Indian River Lagoon, and that's one of the most diverse estuaries in the world. Just a crazy amount of different species in there, just biological diversity there. We have scientists that come from around the world just to come check out our little spot on the map out. We have Florida panthers, manatees, alligators. Yes, we have alligators. Tim and I talk about it all the time. It's so funny. A lot of the out-of-state people that come to buy with us, it's one of their #1 questions is, do they need to be concerned about alligators? And the answer is sort of. So if it's a big pond, yes. If it's a little pond, maybe not as much, but they are out there and it should be a concern for you. And remember, you are stepping into their home territory as well. So be careful, and I won't be afraid to say it, go Gators, for our higher education system. The other thing that we have here too, going along with the wildlife theme, is we have a lot of natural parks here. So a lot of, especially in our area, we are kind of home to the 1,000 lakes and springs. So lots of different opportunities for you to go more inland in Florida and check out the natural rivers and spring systems and aquifers that we have as well. A lot of people get their scuba diving certificates through there, and they're able to do some really cool cave diving and just experience a real nice sample of old Florida. Bicycle mania, mania. Dun dun dun! And we can't have any pros and cons video with no cons, so we are going to leave you with 2 cons, and it's kind of like love and marriage. You can't have one without the other. And in Florida, that's hurricanes. So that is one major definite con, is hurricane season. It's September 22nd, so we've got like 15 days before we really get out of the crux of the critical mass of hurricane season. So you do have to be concerned about it. It is something not to take lightly, but being born and raised as we have been in Florida all our lives, you just kind of tend to get used to it.
Yeah, you get used to it and you get over it, and if it's that bad, you leave, but most of the time you just ride it out anyways. So that's one con. The second con would be, now I got crazy hair going on. Second con would be tornadoes. No, I'm just kidding. Those suck too, but either way, second would be insurance. Insurance is expensive. It is something that's a little bit difficult. It's harder to get, and the amount of carriers, it's not really as plentiful. A lot of the times we hear about, you know, insurance companies dropping people's homeowners policies, et cetera, every year. They're having to find a new company. You got to make sure that you just, A, pick a good house that's insurable, and B, don't go with the cheapest insurance always.
How do they, before you go, how do they pick a good house? They've got to pick a good
real estate company.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nice.
So, but either way,
Nice segue
yeah,
there.
it is a nice segue. So insurance companies, hurricanes.
And with that being said though, you got to pay to play. You cannot have your cake and eat it too, as much as we all try to do so. Tim and I included in that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys can figure out how to do that, please let us know. So pros and cons of Florida. Is it good to live in Florida? We think so. We love it. Let us know what you think about Florida in your comments below. Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow, and look forward to seeing you guys in next week's video.
Have a great week.